Hey y'all, so welcome back. Listen, anybody else garden area all messy, and my garage looks a mess when I'm first starting garden season. So right here you can see me just kind of getting a compost bucket together because I had some food scraps and I didn't want to waste that. So I'm gonna try to tidy this up so I can get seeds going and stop procrastinating in the garden. But in the meantime, I'll check y'all in a minute. Take 85. No, I'm playing. Welcome back, y'all. It's Tia. We are going to do a lot in this little bit of time right here because I have been procrastinating and I am actually working through some bloopers that I knew better, even as a beginner gardener. Just getting that little itch that we have, that causes neglect in certain things. But anyway, we're here to fix it today. I have a bunch of stuff, you guys, that I want to plant out this year because ultimately that's some time. I want to be able to grow my own herbs and do my own tinctures and things like that. I did get some purple coneflower echinacea, which we all know the amazing benefits of that. So I'm actually thinking about getting some bare root, or however you call it, whenever you buy them and they're already kind of started. I think it's the same thing like strawberries, where they come with the roots and stuff already. So I want to get some of those, and then I also want to start a bunch from seeds. So I'm going to do that. But first, we're going to up pot a lot of things. So this chamomile, I'm very excited about to see how many little plants, because I overseeded this. And I'm excited to see how many little plants are in here. So I will probably start with that one, and then we'll go into up potting the tomatoes. So I don't eat tomatoes, but I'm growing these for my grandmother. She loves them. And also one of my favorite YouTube channels on here to watch, Team Vincent. This is actually the beefsteak that is her mother's favorite, and her mom actually passed away, I think, last year. And so we did a seed swap, and I was actually able to get some of the seeds from her in remembrance of her mother. So these are doing well. I have four of them, and then we hate to take little babies out, but this one popped up really late, and because, like I said, I don't really eat them, I'm only going to do these 3, and I'm going to do a cherry large fruited tomato as well, because I like to do that sometimes when I'm doing like spaghettis and things like that. I don't like tomatoes, but they're tolerable on certain levels for me. So let's get into, I think I'm going to do the white cups. I had a couple of these white ones, styrofoam. And I think I'm going to do the, this chamomile in there. But let's get this out of here and see what it looks like. So I'm going to gently massage the soil and kind of like catch it in my hand and try not to make a mess. But if I do, I can clean it up. No issue, right? I love how I'm able to just like live out my inner child as an adult, knowing that I'm not going to get yelled at for getting dirt all over the floor because I can just clean it up. No big deal. I think this is, you guys, we might have a little bit of root bound going on because it is like stuck. It is real stuck. So we're going to have to get a little bit more aggressive. There we go. Oh my God, the embarrassment. Don't look. Ah! Oh my God, I'm gonna kill the plant. I'm gonna kill the plant. So sorry, guys. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this out of here. Oh, that is root bound, y'all. That is circle upon circle upon circle. But I have been procrastinating. I really have. So I really hope that I don't kill my plants by shocking the hell out of them separating at this stage. So I'm going to gently pull apart the glob of roots. Ooh, I just feel like I am causing destruction when I do that. So we have, let's see what we got. one. Got some yellowing there. Let it go, Tia, let it go. Some big chunks. Now I do use like a mixture of compost in here, so that's why sometimes, and some of this has already been outside, so that may be why I see little like roly-polies or other little bugs in here in the soil, which is fine. I'm not really concerned about a little roly-poly or a little centipede looking thing being in the house. That doesn't gross me out in any way. I'm concerned about the spiders, okay? It's spiders for me. Okay, which I'm also trying to learn how to have a healthy relationship with in the garden. Ooh, I'm terrified, y'all. Terrified. I do not like spiders. Skylar's playing with her dog, which I am also a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool her for kindergarten this year. So of course you will see a lot and hear a lot from Skylar. She's fun. You guys are gonna love her. See, there's another little roly-poly in here. They just start to come to the surface a little bit when I start doing too much and moving the dirt around. Like, where am I at? It's a whole little situation right here. Which, you know, whatever. They're in the soil to break down things. Now, I will say that I have a, what they call, like, I have an infestation. Like, the roly-polies around here are bad. It's really bad. But I will say that this is my second year gardening. I didn't have a huge problem with them, like, eating plants or roots or anything like that last year. But I will say that it's pretty bad, their presence in the garden, and I'm actually probably going to put out just like a couple traps, or I really don't know yet because it's a lot of them, and I want to kind of get ahead of it before I feel like they start to get into my plants and things like that. I don't know. I know that they can be beneficial, but I know that they can cause harm as well. And even like I have ants too, but they are the ones that kind of are in the ground. I've never noticed my plants being unhealthy or anything like that from them being in there. But I will say this again, it's only my second year gardening, so maybe I didn't notice it, or maybe whatever. Because I didn't have abundant harvest last year. That's one thing my husband was like, like, you got all this stuff out here, but like, where's the stuff, Besides, we did get a lot of lettuce. I got a ton of peppers, cayenne peppers, which I plan on doing a whole lot of those this year too, because I want to make my own powder. I use it in the garden for the squirrels and things like that like to dig around in the garden. So I plan on drying a bunch of my own. And I had maybe 4 plants of the cayennes last year. They did so great. Okay, I've got one more. I don't think I should probably plant any chamomile. I'm ODing on this stuff for you guys, like seriously. Because I just know that, like, how I use it. So like for the chamomile, I've been doing, my daughter has really bad allergies, and I've been doing a steam with her every night. And in her steam, I use chamomile and lavender and nettle and things for allergies. And so that's why I'm like, I feel like I need to grow so much of it so that I don't have to buy it like that. And of course, she's calling again. But the chamomile is done. And we are on to the next thing. Let's go. Okay, so the only other thing that I want to do kind of on camera is up pot my tomatoes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so as we know, and if we don't know, tomatoes have these little hairs. You can see the fuzz. those will actually turn into roots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out. I'm gonna do this one first. And we're gonna sacrifice a little baby here again. So I'm going to take this out. Roots look beautiful. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosen, oh, okay, well, whatever. Loosen this up slightly. And I'm gonna up pot it into a bigger cup. All right. So I'm gonna drop that in there. And then I'm gonna backfill. I'm gonna bring the soil all the way up to here. This is gonna be a mighty, mighty plant. So then just take, I'm gonna actually just use this right here. And just backfill all around. So now it has plenty of more space because these are probably gonna be in the house for at least another month for the tomatoes. You know, they don't like cold at all. So now that is buried all the way up to these little first set of leaves right here. And so the roots have way more room to expand and make this a stronger plant. So when I go to plant this out into the garden, because for the tomatoes this year, because I really don't eat them, I'm thinking about planting them at my aunt's house. These are really for my grandmother, so I'm thinking about that. I don't know yet, because I have very limited and small space here at my house right now, so I'm really trying to focus in on the things that are going to require a lot of attention from me. So I know I'm going to be doing a lot of okra. I'm doing a whole bed of okra, the strawberries, things like that. I kind of want to keep where I can kind of keep my eye on them tomatoes. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to put them over there. I may put one here if I have room, because I do have things that I want to focus on that I want to plant here on site that I can easily get to. And tomatoes is really not one. So even if I had to, you know, put protection, and which I do a lot of companion planting anyway, so I'll be putting basil with this and different things to help repel the bugs. But my aunt does have rabbits, y'all. So I know here I have, like, you know, other animals, squirrels and things like that, but I haven't seen rabbits yet. I have seen deer, but they haven't messed in the garden, I don't think. But I have not seen any rabbits in my neighborhood whatsoever. And yeah, that's a little rant on for that. So the next one, there's 3 in here. So I'm going to move them out. It looks good. Slightly, just a little bit of root, but not much. And I'm gonna tell you what, the smell, we smell it. I don't like tomatoes. All right, so pull that apart. I'll just leave that, and we've got a couple here of soil. Put that right down in there, like so. And backfill. I'm so excited for this garden season this year, just because I'm gonna be way more intentional with what I'm growing, what I want to grow, what I'm doing, things like that, you know. These are gonna be awesome plants. They're gonna produce well because they're gonna have such a strong root system. And then when I go to finally plant these outside, I'm literally gonna plant this whole thing in the ground. But we'll see how they progress over the next 4 weeks or so and go from there. Let's continue. All right, y'all. So I did the thing and I got I got everything separated. I did end up having to put, like we saw, like multiple of the chamomile. And I'm just hoping that the little damage just, you know, plays itself out. Everything goes well. Everything's in here. I did decide to keep some of these. Of course, I had them out. I had already, you know, picked the middle here, so it just looks good. It's got a little damage, but I'm gonna keep it. The celery and things like that, tomatoes. So this is what we got so far. I do have several seeds to plant. I'm gonna do that. Probably not gonna do it on camera because that's boring. Who wants to see somebody plant seeds? But this I'm so proud of. This is my little area and station that I have in my guest room. I just put the towel there. So far, no damage to the dresser from me having these because I've like it's my second year. So I've been doing this. I keep the cinnamon in here for the gnats or whatever they call them things. And I don't have an issue with those. I have seen maybe like 2, but that's nothing. You know, that could have came from anything. So when these are, when I get back from dropping my daughter off, I will sprinkle these with cinnamon. And that will be it. So I am so excited for this growing season. I thank you guys for stopping by the channel. I hope I'm not rambling too much because I know that the attention span is short, but hey, I am looking for my tribe of people. My tribe is gonna be here and they're gonna listen. They're gonna rock with me the whole way, and we're gonna help each other grow and grow. So I will see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye.